I just finished. I added an extra 30 just cause. So instead of the last 2 minutes being 12:04, 12:4:30, it was the last 2.5 minutes, 12:4:30. So I pooped all the way down, really hot. I'm thirsty, but totally worth it. I feel great.
Whoops. Hey guys, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for today. It's the beginning of my day. I got my morning coffee and I am so ready for you guys to join me on some of my favorite refocusing activities. Refocusing is really just my way of saying taking a break. Having ADHD really affects the length of time I can stay focused on a task. And I have to be honest with myself. I really can't stay focused for longer than 2.5 hours on a singular task. When I start school, not only will I be working 8 hours a day, but I'll also be going to school 8 hours a day. So having these refocusing activities is really gonna make sure that the quality of my work stays up. So around the 3 hour mark during work or school, I will tend to take a break. So these refocusing activities are the way that I take a break. It's something fun that I enjoy doing. And for every single person, it's going to be different. Well, I got my coffee. I hope you guys are ready because I am so excited to bring you guys along for some of my favorite refocusing activities. So I'm headed out into my garden for one of my favorite refocusing activities. Now I spend about 10 to 15 minutes out here, if not just a little bit longer, circling my garden to see how my little seedlings are doing. Now it's winter time here in Hawaii, so I'm growing a lot of my winter vegetables. So those include garlic, broccolini, cauliflower. I'm growing leafy greens, so that would be like lettuce and celery. And honestly, I know that gardening may seem like a really unusual task for someone who has ADHD, as gardening requires a lot of patience and a lot of impulse control because you have to wait that 90 to 100 days till your plants become fully mature. But for me, it just works. And I think it works because it is something completely different than what I do in my day-to-day work school life. It allows my brain that time to refocus. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's not always super relaxing, as sometimes my vegetables will form some sort of disease or some slug will come along and totally destroy some of my seedlings. But for the most part, coming out here, looking at everything grow and seeing that things are maturing correctly gives me the most enormous amount of satisfaction and really just puts a smile on my face. So science says that playing with your animals, kissing your animals, snuggling with your animals releases oxytocin. Oxytocin is your feel-good hormone. So the best way for you to relieve some stress throughout your day is to hug your animals, play with your animals, be there with them. This is my cat Bean. He's a total goofball. He is super playful. He's just a kitten, so he's still got that kitten energy, but he is so funny and I cannot spend enough time with him. Now, because I'm pretty busy throughout my day, I often find myself getting a little stressed out or a little overwhelmed with juggling school and work. So playing with Bean, allowing myself to release that oxytocin, is the perfect refocusing activity to calm my mind so I can come back to the task with a clear head. There are two forms of ADHD. There's impulsive ADHD and hyperactive ADHD. I have the beauty of having both. which means I am both impulsive and hyperactive. In order for me to combat some of that hyperactivity I have throughout the day, I really like to exercise. Now, I hate running. I hate any forms of running. I hate running outdoors, and I also hate running indoors. So for my birthday, I wanted this treadmill so that I could do Lauren Giraldo's 12-3-30. It is the perfect amount of time for a refocusing activity. It is not running, and it raises my heart rate just enough to where I'm tired and I've gotten enough exercise to get some of that hyperactivity out of me, but I am able to still continue with my day. So when I'm feeling up for it, I will usually bump up the last 2 minutes of this exercise to, instead of a 12-3-30, I'll do a 12-4-30, which means I'm basically at a light jog for the last 2 minutes. And I know I said I hate running, but jogging and running are two different things, and if I'm jogging for 2 minutes, then I'm okay. Now, if I'm forced to run or jog for longer than 2 minutes or longer than 5 minutes, it's going to be a different story. But this is the perfect way for me to get some of that hyperactivity out of my system so I can come back to whatever I'm doing, school, work, whatever it is, more centered and grounded.
Premiumbeat.com.
I had no idea this was happening, but as I was doing my 12-3-30, my little bean decided that he was interested in what was happening. And of course, you know, if he steps on it, he's gonna get slingshotted backwards, and that is no good. I had no idea this was happening until later when I finally saw him back there, and I was like, oh my goodness. So I finally looked behind me and I saw him, and he's just sitting there like pretending to mind his own business, but extremely interested in what's going on. Anyways, for the last 2.5 minutes, I actually felt really good about it. So I bumped up to a 12-4-30, and it was super hard and exhausting, but it really helped me with the rest of my day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe so you guys get notifications when I upload a new video. Okay, bye!